Who do you work for now?
I go where I'm sent. Welcome to water.
In this video, we've compiled a list of the best action films that are currently streaming on Netflix, Amazon Prime, and HBO Max. So whether you want to watch a close combat film, like John Wick, or an action film that swaps blood for humor, there's certain to be something new on our list that you haven't seen yet. Therefore, today we'll list our top 10 picks for action films that you should watch now. So let's begin the video. Number 1. Sicario. It is an American action thriller film directed by Denis Villeneuve. The plot revolves around an optimistic FBI agent, Kate Macer, who is assigned to a high-level mission and is recruited by a mystery government officer named Matt Graver. Kate joins a task group to fight the growing drug war and bring down the violent and powerful head of a Mexican drug cartel. The crew is led by the intense and mysterious Alejandro, and they move back and forth across the Mexican-American border, utilizing one cartel lord to draw out a larger one. Overall, it is a gritty action thriller with a gripping storyline and mind-blowing cinematography that captures your attention right away. And the movie has a 7.6 rating on IMDb. Number 2. Collateral. It is a neo-noir action thriller film directed by Michael Mann. The movie centers on Los Angeles cab driver, Max Duraker, and his passenger Vincent. It sounds like a simple story, right? But the plot then takes an unexpected turn when Max accepts Vincent's high-fare offer to drive him to many places. But Max's situation gets worse when he learns that Vincent is a hitman on a contract-killing rampage who has been ordering him to travel from mark to mark until the last witness to a crime is murdered. However, as the cabbie learns the truth, he must stop the assassin from eliminating his final eyewitness without becoming the latest target in the Vincent killing spree. I'm assuming the majority of you have already seen this film, but if you're one of the few that hasn't, I recommend you to put it on your watch list. You won't be disappointed. It is a classic action film at its finest. And the movie has a 7.5 rating on IMDb. Number 3. Speed. It is an action thriller film directed by Jan de Bone. The plot centers on Los Angeles police officer Jack, who upsets Howard Payne, a former bomb squad member, by blocking his effort to kidnap hostages. In retribution, Payne implants a bus with an explosive that will blow up if the speed drops below 50 miles per hour. Now Jack and his sidekick Harry must work with feisty bus passenger Annie to try to save the passengers before the bomb goes off, while also attempting to figure out how Payne is watching them. It is the most intense suspense action movie that I have ever watched. The non-stop action keeps you on the edge of your seat. And it's safe to say that it ranks among the greatest action films ever made. And the movie has a 7.3 rating on IMDb. Number 4. The Gentleman. It is an action comedy film directed by Guy Ritchie. The story centers on Mickey Pearson, an American entrepreneur who became wealthy in London by establishing a big marijuana enterprise. But when news spreads that he is seeking to sell his empire to a fellow American billionaire in order to exit the industry, it sets off a series of events that involve extortion, deceit, mayhem, and murder among street thugs, Russian billionaires, and criminal gangsters who want to take his empire. For those who are unaware, Guy Ritchie is the director of this film. He is known for creating intense action thrillers, and I am a big fan of his work. His previous films include Wrath of Man, Sherlock Holmes, and The Man from U.N.C.L.E. This film is yet another success from him and is totally worth watching. And the movie has a 7.8 rating on IMDb. Number 5. Hell or High Water. It is a neo-western action thriller film directed by David Mackenzie. The film is set in Texas and tells the story of Toby Howard, an unemployed man who is about to lose his farm to the Texas Midlands Bank. Toby is divorced from his wife, with whom he shares custody of his 2 sons. But when his brother, Tanner Howard, is let out of jail, the 2 brothers plot a series of robberies against the bank that's ready to seize on their family property. However, Marcus, a Texas Ranger who is just a few weeks from retiring, is in their way. While the siblings plan their last robbery, they must also prepare for a confrontation with a cunning sheriff who is on the verge of catching them. In addition to the intense action, the film also features crime, drama, and thrills. In other words, it is a must-watch action film. The movie has a 7.6 rating on IMDb. Number 6. Wrath of Man. It is a heist action thriller film directed by Guy Ritchie. It is loosely based on the 2004 French film, Cash Truck. The story centers on the enigmatic Patrick Hill, a new armored truck guard with Fortico security, who barely completes his training and has a rocky relationship with his co-workers. However, the real action starts when he shocks his co-workers by using his precision expertise to prevent a robbery and save his partner's life. After witnessing his skill set, the group is left wondering who he is and where he came from. Patrick, however, has a mysterious past and a hidden goal, which becomes obvious as he takes drastic and deadly efforts to settle a score. So, in an essence, Patrick has come to exact his revenge. It's an action film starring Jason Statham. What more do we need? He's a terrific action star, and it's always fun to watch him in a fast-paced action film. The movie has a 7.1 rating on IMDb. Number 7. 13 Assassins. It is an action-adventure samurai film, directed by Takashi Miike. It is a remake of the 1963 Japanese historical drama movie, 13 Assassins by Eiichi Kudo. The film is set in 1844, when the peace of feudal Japan is jeopardized by the cruel Lord Naritsugu Matsudaira, who is politically growing and gaining influence with his half-brother, the shogun. The main plot follows Shinzaemon Shimada, who leads a group of assassins in 19th-century Japan to kill the wicked Lord Naritsugu Matsudaira, who is causing destruction on his own people. Shimada appoints the greatest 13 samurai in Japan and sets a trap for the Lords Naritsugu and his army of 200 samurai in an attempt to put an end to injustice. The movie has a strong story and an action-packed 45-minute fight scene involving 200 samurai and 13 assassins that will have you on the edge of your seat. Do not miss this one. And the movie has a 7.5 rating on IMDb. Number 8. Black Hawk Down. It is a war action film directed by Ridley Scott. It is based on the 1999 non-fiction book on the 1993 raid in Mogadishu by the American military. The story follows 100 U.S. Army Rangers, led by Captain Mike Steele, were dropped by helicopter far within Mogadishu's capital city to arrest 2 top lieutenants of a Somali warlord. Black Hawk helicopters are used to lower the soldiers to the ground, but a surprise Somalian attack brings 2 of the chopper down, sparking a large-scale combat between the Army Rangers, U.S. Special Forces, and hundreds of Somali militants. From there, the U.S. soldiers must fight to regain their position while being attacked by a massive army of well-armed Somalis. Overall, it is a great movie that captures the genuine horror of war and has plenty of action to keep you interested. And the movie has a 7.7 rating on IMDb. Number 9. Wheelman. It is a crime thriller action film directed by Jeremy Rush. The plot revolves around Wheelman, a driver who is forced to work for mobsters in order to repay a loan. When he is chosen to drive the stolen vehicle in a bank robbery, he is unable to reach his contact and instead receives a call from an unknown person with instructions to deliver the stolen money to him. Soon after, he discovers that he has been cheated and spends the night attempting to save his family from a group that wants the money looted from the bank. Now with a car full of cash and no idea who framed him, he must solve the mystery before time runs out. Wheelman is an excellent blend of thrills and action with good car chase scenes. And the movie has a 6.4 rating on IMDb. Number 10. Immortals. It is a fantasy action film directed by Tarsem Singh. The film starts with King Hyperion declaring war on humanity, and his savage army marches through Greece, abandoning burned-out villages and the bodies of the innocent in its path, in search of the legendary Epirus bow, a weapon of unparalleled power, made in the heavens by Ares. Hyperion's goal is to locate the long-lost bow of Epirus. With this indestructible weapon, he will be able to free the Titans, who have been imprisoned deep inside the walls of Mount Tartaros since the ancient period and are eagerly waiting for vengeance. In the hands of a Hyperion, the bow would wipe out the gods and bring doom upon humanity. The catch is that, according to ancient rules, gods must not become involved in disputes between people. The main plot revolves around Theseus, a mortal man selected by Zeus to lead the battle against the evil King Hyperion and his armies, who are on a rampage across Greece in search of a weapon capable of annihilating humankind. In general, the film is fantastic, with outstanding cinematography, incredible action scenes, and a good storyline. If you enjoy Greek mythology films and want to watch some exciting action, give this one a try. The movie has a 6 rating on IMDb. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.